guess the clarifying point would be, you know, that one item that you were wanting him to discuss with, would you still approve if they say no? Okay.
I think we all agree we would.
Okay.
Good afternoon. Corn Palace Board meeting came out of executive session regarding entertainment contracts. Discussion was held on festival entertainment contracts for 2024 and beyond is where we're at. So we have a motion.
Did you say?
So moved. So moved.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Would you like me to read the draft motion for you?
Oh, no,
You-
you did. I didn't know what he was talking
John said he.
John did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, please.
It's a motion to authorize the Corn Palace Director to sign an agreement with Pepper Entertainment after discussions of potential changes with Pepper Entertainment as discussed with the Corn Palace Board, Events and Entertainment Board.
So John, you made the
I
motion,
made the
right?
motion,
I'll
yes.
second it.
Second by Gene. All in favor of authorizing the signing of Pepper Entertainment contract for festival entertainment and additional entertainment as needed, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed to that change? Motion passed. I will move forward with getting additional information and processing the contract for the festival and requesting entertainment options immediately.
And if you get a list soon, I'm more than happy to come in for an extra meeting or do a telephone conference.
And I will send that out as soon as I receive it. No, I mean, I don't know what that looks like. Obviously, from our previous contractor, you saw that list. And I will move forward with notifying Romeo Entertainment. All right, thank you. Next item, I want to jump to 2025 mural themes, okay? I handed out to you, and I don't know that I sent it to you, I forget. I didn't, I should have, but I can send this to you. What I gave you was a list of all of the mural themes since 1892, and some history. Let me pull up a document I have here. And we're looking at 2025, so 2024, famous South Dakotans are going up. Doug Miller is done. Billy Mills is 95%. He'll be done this week. We'll tear off the Tigers. We still could take 4 workers hanging corn. It's just been a struggle. The weather's been really nice, and it looks like we have another full week of really good weather. So our guys we changed our hours a bit. They're working a full 40 plus, and we moved them from 8 to 4 instead of 7 to 3 to accommodate so it's not so dark in the morning. On my list, and these are some things that I asked around the office for 2025. Now, again, the process is we give a mural theme idea to Dakota Wesleyan University Digital Design and Media class and ask them to come up with ideas, but we also can give them ideas for murals. For example, under the big top, we wanted clowns. We wanted the Rocket Man. We wanted elephants, ringmaster, big top tent, those kinds of things. And then they came back to us with about 30 different images that they kind of put together. And then we refined them, picked the ones we wanted. We have 9 murals. We have done collages in the past where you combine some of this and some of that into one. And then they work on them. And we really want to make sure they're able to work on those starting in January. So what we do today is I'd like to have maybe 4 or 5 theme ideas. I would send them to Kyle Hergis and have his group brainstorm what kinds of murals they think fit that theme. And of course, I would ask the board to do the same, and then we would bring it all together in December and finalize it. So around the office, as I was like Miss America, world peace, tolerance, reconciliation. And the reason I say that, hardly a week goes by, sometimes a day, I'm giving a tour, or we meet somebody inside the arena, and we're explaining the murals. And the murals above the stage are a Year of Reconciliation murals from Governor Mickelson, who had, I don't know how that process worked, but the result is those are new murals from the 90s, and it's about reconciliation with the tribes. So on the left-hand side, you see a European traveler coming to the prairie. The Native Americans are at a distance. They're wary of them being here. You move to the far right, they've come together around the table sharing a beverage with some kids and a puppy playing and two men sharing a beverage. You've got the European on the left, the Native American on the right. You've got stick-built homes. You've got the teepee. You've got a beef animal. You've got a buffalo. You've got books for an education system. You've got nature, and then you've got the handshake in the middle. And that just, to me, as much turmoil is in the world right now, in all kinds of areas. Keep in mind, we're looking at 2025. I'm not sure if that's all going to go away by then, but that was one idea that I put down. A couple others from coworkers. Happiness is. We briefly talked about. You think of the marquee saying, "Happiness is." What? And that can mean a lot of things to a lot of people. To her, it was a sunset on a beach. It might be hunting or fishing. It might be a peace symbol. It might be flowers or plants. It might be a nature scene. There's a lot of things that could go into happiness is. Others, holidays, under the seas, birds and flowers. One of them said the Tupac song Changes. And so that's wide open, too, of what it could be. So I am all ears. This is, we got great corn this year. I mean, we'd love to have these up by Thanksgiving, but we won't be done. We'll be working into, poor weather, but we've got excellent corn. It covers fast. We just don't have enough hands pounding around the building. So, but we'll work through that. So.
You skipped the best one on there, Doug.
Oh.
South Dakota Recreation.
Oh, well, okay, I didn't do that on purpose, but if you go up to 2020, 2 years we had stay here, play here things to do in South Dakota, which,
The thing that I walked through the murals when you gave these out this morning, and when you go through and you look at the previous pictures and stuff, what I really like are the ones that were maybe more of a generic theme, so like there's a lot of variety in what you saw instead of, like this year we're doing all the famous South Dakotans, but something that lets the students give more of a creative expression or interpretation to might be kind of cool.
One thing I thought of was maybe occupations or something, celebrating teacher, nurse, whatever.
I was thinking.
Would have been great for the folks.
Yeah,
exactly.
And with
radio
that-
personalities.
And with that hand, I always tell people that's my hand in the corn house.
Oh, that's not a bad
And
idea.
they believe me.
The ones I thought of was like unsung heroes, similar to that it could be anything from a mom to a teacher to a whatever. This might be kind of cool if you did something like transformation, and if they took a mural and maybe you had like a butterfly or a caterpillar going into a butterfly, or the field being plowed and then corn growing, or they might be able to do something creative with that.
Well, and what's really cool is the students come up with things completely different
Yeah.
than we do, given the theme. And that's been really beneficial to us. And again, I don't want to put you under pressure now, but you can take the list, but I would certainly like by the middle of next week have some ideas. Maybe read a story over the paper, you listen to a great song that, it's like it's meaningful to you. Inspiration come from a lot of places. Your family, ask around. This is not a secret. It's a fun and exciting thing to do. The circus theme was very popular. Our famous South Dakotans are going to be fun to tell people. I mean, we're already doing that with Billy Mills. We're already doing it with Mike Miller. We had a group of hunters
They're getting a
here.
lot of publicity. Social media.
Another
I've
person
seen it
said opposites
several times.
in the office today.
What'd they say?
Opposites? One of my favorite ones was the weather theme that they did.
Yeah,
Like,
that was cool.
that was one of my favorites. That was so neat.
Say like famous,
I did that.
famous landmarks or something like
I think
that?
we did that. Didn't we?
I would say, again, the list is kind of extensive, but I believe so. There was the St. Louis Arch, Mount Rushmore has been on a number of times.
What about fantasy? You could do dragons and fairies and
I gotta watch.
hobbits and
I was trying to AI some ideas. It said mythical corn creatures.
Oh, good idea.
Explore folklore
Sound like
and
that's-
mythology related, or foreign lore, I don't know.
Have we done the Wonders of the World before? Yeah.
That's kind of.
I'd like to say I memorized these, yeah, but I don't.
I don't have that list in front of me, but.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I read it.
Did I, oh, right, here's one. What's this yours?
No, you had
Right there.
That
There
one, so
needs
I
one
thought it
to,
was-
for inspiration.
I can read it.
I bet the Mother Bruce rhymes was a good one in 1971.
I'll send that to you, by the way, too. But it just seems like
You like the Jerry's and the Hobbits and the Jerry.
we had gotten, but I can send this to you, and then it's always good to put timelines on things and say, send me 3 ideas. You know, if we get a board of 9 or 10, and all of a sudden we've got 30 ideas up there, and it takes a little while. We'll have to spend considerable time in December or even sooner. Like, we can pare it down via electronically, and then when we show up in December, we can have do a vote, or have it down to 3 to 5.
Like if you started a story on this panel and finished it all.
Like a storyboard.
What they used to call those signs back in the day when you're driving down the road? Something about shaving signs or something.
You will shave.
Right, yeah,
Is that perma-shave?
Yeah, didn't they have those?
I remember those.
How many panels is it?
9, but these 2 in front are huge.
Yeah.
So you literally could, we've done that actually, at 2 different things, yeah. You
That's
frame,
kind of a neat idea.
you can do a frame, that's where you talk about transformation. That's actually
Cartoons.
pretty easy to do.
4 squares and the 2 big ones?
Oh,
Cartoons.
like the little,
Like Roadrunner and.
the flip book or.
Flintstones, Jetsons,
Yeah.
Neat, like,
Simpsons.
Nobody knows that. Well, Simpsons.
Games as in like Price is Right and Wheel of Fortune and
more thinking like,
like tic-tac-toe? Oh, gotcha.
well, or like board games.
Oh, board games, okay.
Entertainment, kind of.
Yeah,
We
we
did
were.
the year that we did, we had to get copyright releases one year.
Well, it was for famous people we did, like Willie Nelson, who was very obvious that you know what it is.
Yeah. But I don't think you could put Monopoly
that's
up there
true.
without contacting,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
You can have someone do like future, like imagine the future, like when we were in high school and they told us everyone would be flying in cars by now, and we're not.
That'd be kind of cool.
We are doing Zoom meetings like the
Yeah, we are
Jetsons
doing-
did.
yeah, that's true. We're not wearing spacesuits yet
And we're
either.
having food delivered to our door.
That's true.
Not drones.
Well, I guess there is drones, yes.
How many wonders of the world are there?
7.
Well, let's say if you looked it up, there's like 20 that you could probably like.
Corn Palace Kaleidoscope.
And I think it'd be really funny if we did
That's
the
cool.
top 8.
That could
and then the
be
ninth
very
one was the
creative.
Palace.
Be trippy.
7 Wonders of Mitchell.
If recreational.
So,
Um,
I don't know how you.
Oh, yeah, no, that's really cool. There's a bunch of them on there.
But
We try to bring Jeff in too when we're doing a final discussion. We look at murals and say, oh boy,
Possible.
is it possible to make it actually look? We were a little concerned about Billy Mills' chin, but I think it's gonna be okay.
It's gonna face.
Right now.
Yeah, he's got a little square jaw than what's in the
So on your Wonders of the World, Tim, I mean, there's a list, I just Googled it, and there's some really kind of cool things that might look.
yeah, like. the
Coliseum,
Machu
Taj
Picchu,
Mahal,
like you could probably do something
Great
like that.
Wall, Great Barrier Reef, Grand Canyon.
Oh, the Grand Canyon.
Corn Palace.
Corn
Well,
Palace should be on there.
Been up there, variations of it have been many times, yes. What went down, I can read my writing. Craig, have you been writing down the comments?
No,
Yeah. Well, it's just on a Google list. I don't know if it's really considered.
I dropped the ball.
Oh, I got it, okay.
Statue of Zeus.
So
That'd be easy.
it would be,
I like that.
Like what?
The wonders of the world.
Oh,
I
yeah.
do too.
Well, it would, things that, you know, we notice with the circus, people talk about that. They remember going to a big top outdoor circus. They remember, when there used to be cats that jumped through the fiery rings, you know? Obviously, they rode an elephant. We do hear those stories. I don't know, well, here is the issue with the famous South Dakotans is we have to make sure they know who they are. So that's what, you know, we actually have the stories written for those. We're going to put them on the website. But in fact, we should have really Mike Miller done now, and then we just kind of add them as they finish, add those components. So we're going to integrate his mural into the, we think, the Hoop City Classic marketing pieces this year. They're working on that right now.
Actually, the under the sea could be maybe kind of cool too. You could have a shark and seahorses.
Well, I thought it was kind of cool, then I realized we're in the middle of South Dakota, in the middle of the United States.
That's okay.
We could shark.
And I did not, and the last one I didn't put up there on there, but it's written on my sheets, is what's in the lake? And,
Let's not do that.
oh God.
Bob, did you suggest that?
No, he did not. Ah,
That might be different in a year.
but what are we gonna find, right? Yeah. So, well, again, it's a little hard, but I wanted you to start thinking about it. I'm gonna ask you, I will add what we've written down to this list, okay? I'll put 2025, their ideas, and I'll send the whole thing out to you, yeah, tonight or tomorrow morning. And ask for you, hey, give me 5, 3 to 5 that you say, you know, this would be my favorite theme. But if you're gonna recommend it, you gotta have some ideas about murals for it too, not just, I like the idea, what's the idea, and what could we come up with 9 things to put up there? Or,
do we let them generate some
We-
ideas?
absolutely.
Because they might have some really.
so what I would do then is I would take our list that we get from you and then send it so that we could have their list and brainstorm for our December meeting to,
I just remember
decide.
when Sherry would do it and she would, you know, give some samples of, or, you know, examples of what could be on murals and, I don't know, creative people.
I know we had Kyle come, well, we've had him come a couple times and do that. I didn't remember if it was as we were picking the theme or after we were ready to pick the mural, I think, is more
Well,
the
you,
case.
I mean, you say the theme and then you give
Let
like a
them-
description of what
right.
it is and then they can come up with the specifics.
I-
But like when you chat GPT it, you know, it'll say cornucopia of cultures and then it'll say illustrate diverse cultures coming together, each represented by their unique corn varieties symbolizing diversity, whatever.
Or what kind of a theme?
Yeah, I'm saying you put the theme title and then
Oh.
you put a description of what
Oh,
you
What
assume
you
that
want,
it is.
yeah.
And then they can interpret that.
okay.
I just think sometimes people who are creative and in a creative field are gonna come up with stuff that we wouldn't even think of suggesting, and it might,
Yeah.
I mean, we can add to it, but
Do we usually give them more than one possibility and let them come back? Or do
That's
we
a-
just wait until we?
We gave them one theme, and then they came back with a whole bunch of mural ideas, correct? That's where they kind of brainstorm, yes.
Okay, but one thing.
Correct.
All right.
Otherwise, otherwise they're in the same boat as we are. They give us all this. Yeah, we want to give them a theme or a very narrow scope of themes, and then have them come up with some ideas for murals.
yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, I can do that. Just a couple items I want to jump to for updates. We hosted our SODAC games last night, so that's why we changed the meeting, so I appreciate you being flexible. That happens sometimes, we're fortunate, it was a very good night for concessions and ticketing, and it was, went very well. And of course, Wesleyan's kicked off their game season, some non-conference things. We have their first conference games here a week from Friday, and then we're resurfacing the floor over Thanksgiving, so the arena will be closed for a week. They'll do it Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then it sets Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to cure, and we'll be back with lots and lots of basketball. We do have one banquet we do squeeze in first part of December, and then this year we're hosting the civic organization social here at the Corn Palace. Combined
All sorts of.
all service club, yes. holiday party.
holiday party.
Yeah, details should be determined, but we have the facility and general setup for that. So otherwise, we doing lots of basketball, and we did get notice from the Hoop City that they have scheduled 10 games a day, which we're not necessarily real happy about, just for staffing purposes. We're not really sure how we're gonna get the facility clean and ready the next day. Typically, we would do 9. 8's normal. Yes, we've done 9. We've never done 10. And that's not including the JV games, but in the Armory. So that's on the main floor. So we're starting at 8 a.m. with the first game. Last game started at 9:30 at night, if you stay on schedule. And that's a lot for our staff. And so I'll probably reel that in for next year. I didn't do that. I didn't think it would ever even be ever happen. Obviously it can. So these are all teams. It's going to be, a number of them will be staying in Mitchell. I mean, it'll be great for the city. Don't get me wrong, and that's what we do. It's just at some point, we don't have enough staff to cover the event and clean for the event. So, but we'll work on that, probably bring in some part-time staff to do that and help us get through those things. So, Craig, anything from concessions? Well, I think we're just kind of figuring out our things, some of the items. We've done pizza, we got a great chicken sandwich now, which we sell a lot, but people, it's really good. It's a really good, it's chicken breast, bacon, cheese, and we're selling those for
$5.50.
yeah. It's a good sandwich.
I wouldn't have brought it in.
Yeah. So,
Working on some new items. Hopefully I can add to.
and popcorn ball sales are just crazy. That is crazy. I sent 750 to one site 2 weeks ago for hunting season. One location to 750. So, all right, no further business. I do want to designate, because I shouldn't be the chair of this board, we need to designate someone. So for next meeting, it's not a high-pressure job. I would probably just, if there's some timing issues, run it by you. Otherwise, it's a matter of bringing the meeting to order and going through the agenda items. Steve has done that for 3 years, and so he probably does not want to do that again. I'd like someone to maybe think about being our chair for November. So I won't put you on the spot, but know that chair responsibility will be on the November agenda. Do we have to vote on that? Or it could be a request, nomination, and
The board is voting on it, it has to be on the agenda. So it'd be election of.
I think you should put it on the
okay.
agenda.
So it'll be on the November.
You have a nomination,
And I will-
seats and captain.
So you thinking about that? If you're saying, you know what, I think I could do that, whether it be for a year, when we can make a change. So you're talking.
It shouldn't be ex officio people.
No, it won't be any of us back here or Tim. So,
You're bummed, aren't you?
Pay is fantastic. So.
all right, that will be a November item. Just kind of keep that in mind, and I'll preface that and see if we can get some nominations and vote on it first thing. And then, right then, we'll have that person run the meeting in November. Okay? All right, motion to adjourn?
Aye.
Motion by Gio, second? Second by Carol, all in favor to adjourn? Aye, anybody opposed to that? All right.
No longer.
Nope. It's dark out. We can go. Short open.
So that Jen and I would like to sit down with
Okay.
them about the details.
Yeah, we can kind of go up on the stage and think about what we're
Yeah,
gonna do.
how we're gonna do it. We might need some chairs,
Wait, okay,
you know.
so
What's a good time?
we are, that is the seventh. Yep.
It is, I think it's the sixth.
Right now, it's just words on paper.
6, yep, 6.
Okay.
It's 6. So
So like when is a good time to do that?
Yeah.
how about the week of Thanksgiving, the 20th? Is that soon enough for you? How about the week of the 20th? Well, right after Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Yeah, 27th to 28th?
I will be gone the 27th. No, I have meetings on the 28th. My schedule's ridiculous for a retirement person.
So that,
How about the 29th? Is that too late?
we have basketball to be during the
In the
day.
morning.
Oh, yeah. 29th to be,
So,
yeah.
yeah. Okay. 29th,
That gives us, well, just a week.
Is that enough?
That, yeah, we won't do any setup. I'm just thinking, I don't know you're gonna require anything ordered.
Do you?
It's more about tables and chairs and
And
entertainment.
the pub tables, do you put some kind of cover over them?
We can, yes. We have enough of those.
Grammatical errors.
But yes, we can cover it. I
Okay,
guess the answer is yes.
so you wouldn't need to know that too far, I'm just, maybe we should do this a little earlier.
I was thinking, if we could do the week of the 20th, right before Thanksgiving, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday?
Sure.
I really.
I'm going on the 20th, but
Check on that
the
Tuesday.
rest of the week, yeah, especially if it's in the morning.
Yeah, we have nothing going on. We have the
On the
4th.
21st, you don't have anything?
No, and in the building either. So 21st or 22nd would be great.
Either one works. for
Check
me.
with your other person.
Yeah, it's Jen,
Jen.
Brett.
Oh, Brett, oh, yeah, yeah. And I can just come over there and sit down. But I think it'd be nice for you to see, I think,
I do too.
then you can see our tables and,
Okay, I was on Tuesday at 10 a.m.,
okay?
the 21st. If
Yep.
that doesn't work for Jen, I'll let you know right away and we'll switch it to the next day. I don't know if she's leaving for Thanksgiving or not. I know she's actually gone right
Well.
now in Louisville, I think.
I mean, I'm honestly pretty flexible.
Okay.
So, and
We just thought it'd be good to kind of get an idea.
you gotta have, because you don't even know how many are coming yet, probably. You haven't had your
We don't.
December meetings and you sign people up.
Well, we gotta, it goes out to all the service clubs, then they have to get the RSVPs, and then they have to give them back to our service club, which is Rotary. So, we won't know, we're hoping that, we usually get 100 for the lunch, we're hoping we get a little more for an evening event, but hard to say.
I just need to make sure I get my bartender schedule, which I can do that
Yes,
and have it ready.
definite cash bar.
Yeah.
And then I was gonna ask about water,
Sure.
will you sell water, or do you want us to just bring some?
No, we can do one of two things. We can sell it, or we can, if you want, if the service club, they all pay their own bills, right?
Yeah, well, we charge them all a fee to come and then they
Okay.
pay.
We would just have part of the cash bar.
Or
Then
we
probably-
could you just actually
We-
charge us for it, and we could give it out
Yes,
free for the
yes,
water?
yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what we would do is we put it out, saying, okay, we have 100 bottles out, and you use 30,
Yeah,
and then we just charge it.
perfect.
Yeah,
I think most people have a cocktail, but there'll be some that won't want
yeah, absolutely.
it. Okay, cool. Thank you, Doug.
So, has to do with dancing. So, oh, yeah. I don't need the whole world hearing my question.
But I appreciate that.
Have a good evening, guys.
You as well.
Thank you.